Hi, I'm Bryn.
Hello, I'm Jay.
Hi, and I'm Connie.
Peggy. Audience member Sherry. Hi, I'm Caitlin.
I'm Casey, and my informative speech is going to be about the Tampa Bay Rays, history of the Rays. Back in 1995, the city of Tampa was awarded a professional baseball team named the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, and their first owner was Vince Naimoli. Shortly after being awarded the franchise, the Devil Rays made their first move to begin building the organization by making Chuck Lamar their senior vice president of baseball operations and general manager. Then a year later, in 1996, the Devil Rays began playing their first minor league games. In November 1997, the Devil Rays finally started putting together their first team by hiring Larry Rothschild as the team's first manager, and a couple weeks after that, the team acquired 35 players in the expansion draft. The expansion draft was a 3-round draft that was held to stock the expansion teams of the Devil Rays and the Arizona Diamondbacks as they joined the league as new teams. The Devil Rays finally started playing their first game on March 31st, 1998 against the Detroit Tigers at Tropicana Field in St. Pete, Florida, in front of a sold-out crowd of 45,369 people. During the first game against the Tigers, pitcher Albie Lopez threw out the first pitch in team history, and Wade Boggs hit the first home run in franchise history. Even though they lost their first game 11-6, they still had a winning record through 19 games, but fell off quickly and finished their first season with 63 wins and 99 losses. As 1999 rolled around, the Devil Rays thought they found their great players they were looking for, and a few guys named Vinny Castilla, Fred McGriff, Jose Canseco, and Greg Vaughn. All these guys were known to be big-time sluggers, and they were dubbed the Hit Show. But as it turned out, all these players were washed up as the team struggled yet again with a losing record. But a bright spot in 1999 was now Hall of Famer Wade Boggs got his 3,000th hit, which was actually for a home run. In 2001, the team made a big change by changing their colors and uniforms. Then on April 18th of the same year, the Devil Rays' first team manager, Larry Rothschild, was fired and was replaced by Hal McRae, and yet again the team had another losing record. In the 2002 season, the Devil Rays front office decided to try and build a good team with younger players rather than signing older free agent players. But the 2002 ended up being the worst season in franchise history, only getting 55 wins and having 106 losses. As the 2003 season started, so did the Lou Piniella era. Just before the 2003 season, the Devil Rays signed Lou Piniella, a Tampa native, to be the team's third manager. Piniella led the Rays to 7 more wins than they had in 2002. No one had high expectations for the Rays entering the 2004 season, but they surprised a lot of people by winning 70 games for the first time in franchise history, which was great for the team, but was still a losing record. But in 2004, we began to see the rise of new stars Carl Crawford and Scott Kazmir, which are two of the Rays' great players today. In 2005, after another losing season, the Lou Piniella era ended with his firing as manager. During the offseason after 2005, the team realized they needed to make some major changes if they ever want to have a winning record. First, they got a new team owner named Stuart Sternberg, and right away he fired the current front office members and hired Matt Silverman as team president, Andrew Friedman as executive vice president of baseball operations, and Jerry Hunsinger as senior vice president of baseball operations. Then in the biggest move of the offseason, the Devil Rays hired Joe Maddon as their 4th team manager. So their first year after all these changes, 2006, was a rebuilding year for the Devil Rays. The team focused on developing their young players like Carl Crawford, Scott Kazmir, B.J. Upton, Delman Young, and others. Even though they had their 9th straight losing season, the fan attendance at the games was increased by more than 20%. At the start of the 2007 season, the Devil Rays had their youngest roster since the 1983 Minnesota Twins. During the season, people could finally see this team improving. The team was third in the league in home runs and stolen bases, even though they finished yet again with another losing record. But the front office people believed in the team and signed Joe Maddon to a contract extension. And finally, during the 2008 season, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays changed their names to the Tampa Bay Rays, and they changed their colors, and it was almost like a curse was lifted from the team. During spring training, the winning began. The team won a franchise record 18 games during spring training, and it carried over into the season. The Rays finally had a winning record of 97 wins and 65 losses, and had the league's best record at home. The 97 wins won the Rays their division title over the Red Sox and the Yankees, which gave them their first ever playoff berth. In October of 2008, the Rays took down the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox on their way to the showdown with the team that finally beat the Rays, the Philadelphia Phillies, in the World Series. Ever since their first season in baseball, the Rays have been cellar dwellers, but now after getting to the World Series 10 years after their first season, they are now a legit threat to win the pennant and maybe even the World Series in the near future. Thank you.